Silence, please.
We are back. We are the Porsche Sprint Challenge Middle East.
We are back. We are the Porsche Sprint Challenge Middle East. We are ready. All together.
We are the Porsche Sprint Challenge Middle East.
We're back.
Sunday morning, and we see the layout of that amazing track where the Formula One is celebrating its finale every season. It's 21 degrees, it's a very warm and nice day, and we are ready for qualifying. We see the cars going out on track, and next to me, of course, it's head and promoter of the series. It's Robert Lechner again. A very warm welcome. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning, Eric, and good morning, everyone here at 2-Yas Marina Circuit. We are back, and yes, we are ready. The cars are about to leave the pit lane, and qualifying number 2 has just begun and is started for race number 2 later on today afternoon here in Abu Dhabi. So great to be back, and thank you to everyone watching at home.
It's very early at home. I mean, in Central Europe, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm sure you're going to have a coffee or maybe a breakfast and join us here with a qualifying. We are very much looking forward to it. We've seen some very interesting and action-packed racing yesterday in race 1. And also a lot of things were happening during qualifying yesterday, so that has a big impact on the qualifying today, because we've seen all the cars, almost all the cars are already out. We had a red flag yesterday, which made it quite difficult for the drivers yesterday.
Absolutely opposite to yesterday. We see everyone lining up, everyone is getting ready to make sure that the drivers can use the track and find a free spot, warm up their tires and get maximum track time. While yesterday, unfortunately, there was a big incident, and our dear friend Khalid Al-Ahmadi in qualifying already had a huge crash, and later on in the race, this man here. It's good to see his car back on track in one piece, and great job by Team GP Elite, Søren Spring.
Yeah, you said it. It was Søren Spring who caused yesterday in the race the safety car. So he was very unlucky yesterday. Here we see his car, and the crew did an amazing job to fix everything. The car sorted out, and we had a little chat with him this morning, and we want to hear what he said us. And of course, he felt very sorry for what happened yesterday in the crash with Alex Malikan. So let's hear it. Søren Spring, the most important question today is, I guess, the car. Is everything fixed after the crash yesterday?
Yeah, the car's ready, so the team did a really great job. I'm really thankful for that. But I can join the qualifying and the second race again.
So that's the good news. And bring us a little bit through the accident yesterday, please.
Yeah, unfortunately, I locked the front right away after braking for turn 6. Yeah, and from then on I was just a passenger, and unfortunately I hit Alex Malikan, so I feel really sorry for him. Yeah, it was not, for sure not as planned.
But you were on a good pace. I mean, you were fighting for the win in the Pro-Am class, so how confident are you for today?
Yeah, I have a 5-place grid penalty because of yesterday, so I have to do a really good qualifying to be in a good position for getting results. But yeah, I'm here to fight back.
And I guess a big thank you to all the mechanics who made it happen that you can start qualifying today.
Yeah, definitely. So the team did a really great effort, a really good job. So I'm really thankful for that.
So good luck for quali.
Thank you.
Yeah, and here, Robert, we see the accident. He said it already. It was just a misjudgment of Søren Spring, and yeah, Alex Malikan. Yeah, we feel sorry for him. It was very hard for him because he's fighting for the title in the Pro-Am class, and 0 points, that's for sure the worst result he could get.
Yes, unfortunately, I also feel very sorry for Alex, and he really was a victim here. He did not expect that kind of hit, but also it was not done and delivered on purpose by Søren, I must say. At the end, it was good to see both men out of the car being safe and obviously not happy, but at least Søren quickly came to Alex and hugged him. Here we see Alex in his car, because also this car needed a big repair. Let me tell you, Eric, the team around Pure Racing and also with lots of support from Lechner Racing, of course. We brought the car overnight. The car was in Dubai. It was repaired overnight. It was painted overnight. It was branded this morning, so it was basically a full night shift to get this car ready and back here. And big shout out and well done to all the mechanics. And later on, of course, the engineers had to set up that car. Likewise for GP Elite, of course, so a lot of work and extra hours from everyone and great team spirit, so again, well done. Here we see Banda Alessay from Team Saudi Racing, the man from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Very fast man. He originally qualified P3, so second row. So great qualifying yesterday. Unfortunately,
also had an accident.
He had an accident in the race after having been awarded with not awarded, but basically penalized with a 3-grid penalty. So he had to start the race from P6. That did not help his basically move to the front, and unfortunately then he also had a hit. So therefore, definitely. Could have been P4 at the end, and he was close to finish the race P4, but then P4 went to this man here. While we have Alex Malekin again, and I think, Eric, you also did an interview with Alex, right?
Yes, that's right. You already said it. Great job from Pure Racing. So let's hear the young man, what he said this morning before the qualifying. Alex Malekin, yeah, a new day, a new chance. You had a heavy crash yesterday, so the most important question, how do you feel? Everything okay with you?
Yeah, I feel okay. My body is okay. I'm ready to fight today. And good weather today is good. New qualification, new race, new opportunity. And thanks my team. They made great job and repaired my car. So not so bad. I feel like I'm quick. It's important. I will try to win today.
Yeah, and you showed a great pace yesterday. For sure, very unlucky. You could do nothing. But I spoke to Søren. He said he's so sorry for what happened yesterday. How was it from your perspective?
Yeah, he's a driver, me driver. I feel him. So he said sorry. It's not a problem at all. We have normal relationship. So he will be focusing on the next race and me too, so it's fine. It's normal for racing.
And it's important to score some points for the championship. Seems like many drivers yesterday got a 0 point. So how do you see the situation in the championship for you?
Yes, this is really a problem because I feel I can win, but sometimes you need the luck for this, and 0 points, it's not good, of course, for me. And I almost lost this championship, to be honest, but I will be pushing.
Oh, there's still some races to go, and as I said, you showed a great speed yesterday. So, yeah, how much are you clinching and looking for the win in the Pro-Am class today?
Yeah, if I win today, it will help me in my championship position.
Good luck for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
And yes, ironically, we see these two guys in this lap just behind each other. It's Alex Malekin, and here Søren Spreng is just behind. But as Alex said, Søren said, I'm sorry for what happened yesterday, and they shake hands, and I think it's everything. That's something special also in this series that, as we always said, it's like a big family, and yeah, even after a crash, when it's important to gain some important points in the championship, there's no bad mood and bad atmosphere in between the drivers.
Absolutely, that's how it should be. But let's look at some lap times and focus on the qualifying, as we have like 21 more minutes to go. It's Harry Jones leading with 156.6 right now in front of Søren Spreng, the man in the blue car we were just talking about. So seems like the car is all right. That's good to know from Søren. And Alex is in P7 right now. So at the moment we can see Harry Jones leading ahead of Søren Spreng and Banda LSA in the white and green Saudi racing car.
That's right, but we're still waiting for Ariel Levy. He's not on track so far. We have 16 cars now outside, but the 75 car from Ariel Levy from Huber Racing is missing so far, so seems to gamble a little bit.
Still, we have 20 minutes to go, Eric, so plenty of time left. But we saw yesterday how soon that can change. And for now, talking again about Søren, he just did an overall best sector 1, which is 25 seconds sector, so it's actually quite a short sector 1. Most important is sector 2, which is nearly 50 seconds. And as we talk, we see Salman Al Khalifa in the Team Bahrain car, in the number 27 car. He's just topping the first sector time with 24.8. So yes, we can see times dropping right now. Obviously, the drivers are all in a good rhythm after having raced here yesterday, having had 2 days of testing, plus the free practice and the qualifying session. So yes, I would expect that the lap times we see today ideally should be faster than the ones from yesterday.
And the pole time yesterday from Ariel Levy was a 1:55.295. So there's still quite a big gap.
Yeah, you mean there's still room for improvement?
That's it.
Yes. I'm sure later on when we see everyone using new tires into the last, I would say, 10 minutes, and hopefully there's not going to be a red flag or any incident, because really what I wish as a promoter of the series together with my wonderful team, so big shout out and big thank you to everyone within Lechner Racing, with everyone, of course my brother and partner Walter, but with Michael, our general manager, project manager, so he's doing such a great job here as well. We have Tina looking after the event, the hospitality side, so a really great team. I just can't mention everyone here, it's a big group, but you guys, you know who you are, and thank you for, again, round 3 here. It's round 3 of the championship, so basically after today we are halfway through. It's half season, and already next week we are going to be racing again at Dubai Autodrome, so it's a back-to-back event, and so cars will be loaded, all the logistics will be in place again, everything will move on to Dubai, which is not far from Abu Dhabi, of course, but still it's 1 hour to go. And then with another 2 days of testing. So, yes, these 2 weeks here are pretty much, I would say, intense, and also a highlight for drivers, for team members, for everyone involved in the Porsche Sprint Challenge Middle East.
And for sure, we will also have a live streaming in Dubai, and we do not want to forget the great images we get here from this racetrack with the TV production company that is doing a great job. We get so many nice impressions from the pit lane and also from the track. And now we see Harry Jones coming in to pick up some new tires. It's the winner of yesterday's race in the DHL car. Here's Banda Alisei from the Saudi racing team. But I also had a quick chat with Harry Jones this morning, because for sure he did not want to finish the race behind the safety car, but for sure he was happy to get that trophy after his win. So let's hear Harry Jones before qualifying this morning. You could pick up the trophy for the winner yesterday, and you took it with you to the hotel, so I guess it was a good night for you.
Yeah, certainly a good night. It was always nice to go to sleep when you're having won a race that day. But yeah, I guess full focus now on today, hoping to do the same again. We've got a really good car underneath us. It's all about qualifying now, so just making sure we qualify well, and then hopefully the race comes to us as well.
Yeah, perfect race for you yesterday. Unfortunately, we had to finish it behind the safety car, but bring us a little bit through your start yesterday.
Yeah, we had a good start. So basically, we started from second. We didn't have the best qualifying, but we knew that we're really good at that race start. So we just had to focus on that. We got into the lead by turn 1, and then from then on, we could control the race. So we had a really good car, good pace. It was a good fight with Ariel Levy, and yeah, unfortunately, the safety car came out towards the end, and we had a few laps behind the safety car, and ultimately finished behind the safety car. But hopefully today we get the full race distance and go racing the whole time.
And now we have directly qualifying today in the morning, no free practice session. So, yeah, how much are you looking forward to grab that first pole position? And I guess we will see a fight again between you, Ghislaine, and for sure Ariel.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, qualifying another set of tyres this morning, so hopefully we have good pace. We're very confident with the car underneath us. We've got it really well in the setup tuning. So yeah, hopefully we can go out and get pole position and another race win.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we say congratulations to Harry Jones for his first victory in the season. And we already spoke about him yesterday. He's the Porsche Carrera Cup champion Australia, and he will also be in the Porsche Mobile One Super Cup this season. So a very promising young talent. And now we see the cars are in pit lane and yeah, preparing for the most important shot in the qualifying.
Yes, and just one more sentence to Harry. So also well done and big congrats from my side. He's a great driver, great personality, very talented, and obviously he will make the big move from Australia to Europe to race in the Porsche Mobile One Super Cup and also in the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. So for sure that's going to be a big journey and also a big experience for him. And starting the new year, the new season 2023 with a win always feels great. You know, that's after Christmas and New Year, that's all you want. You want to get back in a racing car, you want to go out and fight for pole position and victories. And it's good to see our friends here from Abu Dhabi and the great partnership. I also want to mention with the local input with Porsche Abu Dhabi and them having a great event here at the Sports Cup in Abu Dhabi. So it's really great. We're doing this for the second time this year. It was the first time last year. So it's really great and just feels super to be back and enjoying this amazing facility. And hopefully later on an amazing and exciting race together. You're all invited to join us on the grid, by the way.
For sure, and we see Merabi Mekvabishvili, a man from Bulgaria. We have two drivers from Bulgaria. It's also Georgi Donchev in the Pro-M class, and he's competing in the AM, in the ambitious class. He had, I think, slight problems with finding his box yesterday on the starting grid, but he joined the series in Bahrain in the second event, and he did quite a good job.
Yes, and he's in a good team as well, with good teammates, with good instructors, Huber Racing, the team around Christoph Huber, Luca Rettenbacher as a team manager. And then again, you know, they have experienced people in their side, not just when it comes to mechanics and engineering, also when it comes to the instructor side of the business, with Christopher Zöchling, who mainly looks after Basha Martini, but also Christian Engelhardt. So really two very experienced racing drivers, and that helps a lot, especially for people like, I call him MMD or MDM. It's MMD, yeah. So that's the shortcut version. He allowed me to shortcut and pronounce his name, and it's great to have him in the championship. I mean, that's what the AM category is for. It's the second time he's with us, and it's the second F1 track after Bahrain. The international circuit is an F1 track that hosted F1 the first time in 2004. And here again, the 2-Yas Marina circuit, another F1 venue. So that's just amazing, also especially for our AM drivers to have that kind of experience.
And here we see a young man from China. He's also competing for the first time here in Abu Dhabi. And when talking about the AM, about the ambitious class, it was Leo Willard who was the fastest yesterday in qualifying. Did an amazing job in qualifying, but in the end, in the race, it was again Mark J. Thomas who could win this class.
Mark J. Thomas from Canada, our leader in the AM standings. Yeah, great personality, real racer with different experiences from all kind of GT cars, even Le Mans, and yeah, he's for me the man who really basically explains our concept in our AM category, because this is for people who are very ambitious, who love racing, who are very professional with their approach, you know, to be here on time, to be fit. You know, also Leo, these guys, Jan Dober, they're working out, they're doing fitness. They really live racing and not just do it as a hobby, or it's a sport for them, and it takes a lot of energy, a lot of time. So big respect from my side for everyone who is also making that kind of investment. And it's for sure, for some of them, it's also a lifetime experience to race here, like in Abu Dhabi. I know for Leo last year it was. And this man from China, Zhou, you mentioned, he's also his first time for us, for him joining us here in the Porsche Sprint Challenge, first time here on this track. I briefly spoke to him while lunch yesterday, and he says it's so different to Shanghai, which is another F1 venue in China, but definitely he knows the car.
Yeah, he had a great result yesterday in the Pro-Am class. I mean, it was a kind of a crazy race, but he finished 5th in his class and 8th overall for his first race.
Big congrats, yeah. And
absolutely amazing job from the man from China.
Best regards to everyone who is watching us from Asia, from China, of course. Yeah, there's a very strong championship in China as well, which is the Porsche Carrera Cup Asia. So definitely what he's doing, he's coming here, he's using the winter time, he's using his time off to practice, to train, to get better. And yeah, that's basically also a very good thing to do here in the Middle East. So let's see what he can deliver today in his number 16 car. While we have 10 more minutes to go at the moment, the times are not dropping. I can tell you, these are the times we saw already in the first set of tires. So, third position, I think a man you had also in an interview yesterday.
Absolutely. It's Evrin Castro from the Dominican Republic. He lives in New York City, and he was a little unlucky with his race. I spoke with him this morning. He had a spin, but nevertheless, he showed quite a good speed, and he told me it will be flat out today in qualifying and race as well.
A very cool guy, I must say. I met him only the first time here this weekend, and it's also the first time for him to drive a car without ABS and traction control. That's really difficult, I must say. And also when you come from racing in the States or from racing in America, you're mainly used to rolling starts, like Le Mans starts. So you're not so used to the Grand Prix start, like we are here having an F1 style Grand Prix start, where all the 19 cars will line up, and then basically when the lights go out later on in the afternoon, the race is on. So many new things also for Efren Castro, and it's good to have him here. Definitely shows how international our championship is here in the region.
And the race start is at 2 o'clock here at our local time, so it's still in the morning. Maybe it's some kind of Sunday brunch at 11 o'clock in Europe. We will be ready for the second race here on the 2-Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi. And so far we still would have Harry Jones on the provisional pole position, ahead of Søren Spreng, the German man, we said it already, who was unlucky yesterday, had that crash. Yeah, it would be a great recovery for him to be maybe in the first row on the grid.
Here we see our AM champion from last year, Jan Dober for Team GP Elite. Yes, he is the reigning champion in our AM category, and he made the step up to GT3 cars last year, and I really like the livery of his car. The livery of his number 25 car is really great. It's an iconic classic livery.
Very classy, yeah. And now we see Georgi Donchev flashing the lights. He's on a fast lap, and yeah.
Yes, no, and there was Ariel Levy warming up tires. While Georgi Donchev, you're absolutely right. While he's on a fast laps, but flashing lights for his teammate, for Ariel Levy, to basically move out and give him the way and the space he needs. I think soon, yes, here Ariel Levy is still warming up tires with 7 more minutes to go. So soon we will see him going on his first flying lap, on his first time lap. And I guess it will be 2 laps, easily 2 laps you can do here on your new set of tires to get out the maximum grip, the maximum traction, and at the end of the day, obviously, the maximum lap time that you want to achieve for the best possible qualifying position.
And we see Georgi Donchev. He's having 2 personal sector best times, Sector 1 and Sector 2. He had a crazy race yesterday. That's what he told me. While we are still here, we have Georgi Donchev. He was leading. Then he had that little incident with Banda Alsei, and dropped to the back of the field and finally finished on the podium. So he said it was a crazy race, but obviously he was really fast yesterday, and I'm sure he's longing for a victory in the Pro-Am class today. And we can see him now. He had a purple third sector, so he's in the first row on the grid. He's second so far.
And now let's follow Ariel Levy, our championship leader from Israel for Huber Racing. Let's follow his lap, because you can see now the tires are heated and warmed up. So he is ready, and this will be his first try to fight for pole position, or his first attempt, I'm sure.
But again, we have a purple first sector of Georgi Donchev. The Bulgarian man is on a mission. Here we have his countryman in the AM class, also the Bulgarian driver Mikvabishvili, and Ariel Levy, who was on pole position yesterday, who's leading the championship.
Yeah, his first sector time was a 24.8, which is like just a little bit slower, like less than a tenth of Georgi Donchev, but it's all about the middle sector. As I said before, it's the longest sector, it's around 47 seconds. So obviously this is where the most lap time is in. You have all these fast corners, you go down the back straight. There's a second kind of pit area here for all the support events, basically during the big events, like during F1 events, for example, where F2 and F3 will be located. And you can see him pushing, you can really see him pushing. And let's see, the second sector is a 47.4, so it will bring him very close to the top. I'm not sure if it's enough for pole position on this first attempt, but it's only his first lap, and I'm sure there will be a second one. And mainly it depends on the last sector. Now he's in the last sector. This is already the final corner. Exit looks nice, yeah, very nice exit. He's using the track. And where will he end up? In P2. And while he goes P2, we see Ghislain Cordel.
With a purple sector 1.
And he's leading. He went to pole position for now, provisional pole, with a 55.6. So that's nearly 2/10 faster than Ariel Levy. And on the lap now, he's just having another purple sector. So
times are dropping now, and
yeah, we see 3-4 cars fighting for pole position.
And all 19 cars are on track now. So it's also good to have a good position on track now to get a clear lap. And what we've seen yesterday also is it's important to have no track violation, no track limits violation.
Very good point, Eric, very good. It's so important that now you have basically a free spot, no cars ahead of you. Slipstream is not that important, you know, it's a very modern, very technical F1 track, so the slipstream is not much of a help here. So it's more important that you can drive free. And here we have our leader, very well catched, the number 2 car, GP Elite driver from Belgium.
But we have a purple sector of Ariel Levy in sector 1.
Let's see how
a purple sector 2.
Improve.
So this might be Ariel Levy, who is clinching pole position, or the provisional pole position, on a very fast lap, this man.
Yes. Yesterday he did a 55.29, so that shows what he's capable. So far he did a 55.7. We see Harry Jones with a 55.2, so that's faster than Harry was yesterday by 0.3. So Harry Jones on provisional pole now with a 155.29. Similar to what Ariel did yesterday. Basically only 1,000th of a second slower than Ariel's pole time yesterday. Ariel did a 155.295, and today he does a 155.297. Can you imagine, he's 1,000th of a second behind? I just said it, it's so close, and then he crosses the line and he does 1,000th of a second slower. Well, I'm not even allowed to say slow. As fast, I would say. Similar fast to Harry Jones. So the first row, the first 2 drivers are only separated by 1,000th of a second. That's amazing. That's the closest we ever had.
Yeah, we spoke about a tough fight in qualifying, but this is less than a blink of an eye.
This is mathematically nothing. I think we took some centimeters, you know. It's like nothing if you see it on such a long track. It's amazing. Goosebumps. So well done by both of them. Ghislaine is like about 3/10 behind, so also well done. And then Banda Alessei in position 4 for Team Saudi Racing, so second row as well, while we see Bashar Madini in P5, Alex Malikin in P6, so it's good to see his car is in shape. And then Ahmed Al-Shebab from Kuwait, yeah, the man in the number 84 car.
So that would mean Bashar Madini is leading in the Pro M class ahead of Alex Malikin.
While Harry Jones is trying to get in another lap, but I don't see any improvement right now. You can also see the car sliding on the exit, so that's not going to be faster. You can see the rear end sliding. And yes, it was still a good lap with a 5.5441, but it was nearly 2/10 slower. So yes, that's good. The car has an average pace, so he just qualified again. This would be P2, for example, because still this lap time was faster than Ghislaine in P3. So very consistent from our yesterday's winner. And I would say, as there's 25 seconds only to go, technically speaking, yes, he would be able to complete another lap, but I doubt that he would be able to improve. So looks like pole position for Harry Jones. And yes, opposite to yesterday in the front row, Ariel Levy next to him.
So we will have an amazing first row for the race with Harry Jones and Ariel Levy, the two drivers that were fighting also yesterday for the victory. And in the AM class, it's Mark J. Thomas who is on pole position, let's say, in his class, ahead of Merabi Megrabishvili, Jan Dober and Leo Willert on 4th position in the AM class.
We need to see some drivers are still out on the lap. I can see Leo has a personal best first sector. So does Saud Al Saud and our friend from China. So let's see when they all cross, start and finish.
The checkered flag, so this is the last attempt and then it's done.
Absolutely, so the car's running right now. For example, also Harry Jones. He has done a best mid-sector, so he's not giving up, but looks like now he's in
lost
traffic.
in the first sector, so...
But another good lap, definitely another good consistent lap. It's not an overall best lap time, I would guess, but it's another good lap. Let's see for the race pace. Yes, it's another 5.54, so similar lap time as the lap before. Very consistent. Congratulations to Harry Jones for pole position here for race number 6 in the championship season so far later on today. And let's see if there's any improvements further down. No, we still wait for Leo to cross the line. We still wait for Saud Al Saud to cross the line. We have Ahmed bin Kanan from Saudi Arabia, who had a personal mid-sector, so see if he can improve. I would guess so.
No, but Leo stays on 4th position in the AM class, and we have to repeat it, I think, one more time. It's Harry Jones with a 1:55.296 and Ariel Levy with a 1:55.297. This is just amazing what we've seen in qualifying. What an exciting session we've seen, and this is something for the history books of the Porsche Sprint Challenge Middle East. So let's say congratulations to the man from Australia. Here we have him from Team DHL, the yellow and red car with the number 12, the winner of yesterday's race. He's on pole position today when we will be back with the race. I said it already, it will be 11 o'clock in Europe, 2 o'clock local time here in Abu Dhabi. The weather conditions, everything is perfect for great racing. And this man surely wants to have a double victory here that weekend.
Thank you everyone for watching, and congrats to all the drivers. It's great that there was no incidents, no red flag, so all cars are in one piece. So again, good job by all the teams, and we will see 19 cars, so nearly an F1 grid of 20 cars lining up for today's race. So can't wait for that. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Robert.
Later on, you will have Christopher Zöchling, our expert. He will be commentating the race number 2 here with you. So big shout out and thank you also to Christopher Zöchling for supporting us. It's great to listen to him and also everything he has to say as a pro racer, pro driver, and an instructor here who very closely works.
Yeah, he's working with Basha Mardini, and
Exactly.
we see Basha Mardini was the fastest man in the Pro-Am class, so we will be happy. And for sure, we hope that Basha will not have any incidents like yesterday in the race, so Christopher can join the race here with me in a very good mood.
So, would be good to look at the overall results and leave you with that kind of impression. And I will leave you and go back to the paddock and shake some hands, and then we will prepare the cars. We'll make sure everything is in place. So, yes, that everyone hopefully can enjoy the race. What you see here is the Parc Fermé sign. There's a Parc Fermé. That means now the cars are not allowed to be touched by the mechanics. So it's half hour where there's technical checks or supposed to be any security checks as well. So therefore, thank you, Eric, again. Thank you, everyone, for watching from home. Please tune in later on for the race here. And that's it from my side. And I leave it to you to finish it off, Eric.
Thank you very much, Robert. What else do I have to say? We've seen a great session here in qualifying, and we are so much looking forward to some proper racing. As I said, it will be 11 o'clock, so another coffee or brunch time for you while we see the cars here for scrutineering. And as Robert said, they will be prepared for the race. So thanks for watching so far. And I would say see you later for the race. We will start at 1:45 local time with pure racing. So, and what I hear in my ears, we will have the graphics for the final classification. So what we said, it's Harry Jones on pole position ahead of Ariel Levy, though that was a little quick for me. But Ghislaine Gordel in third place, and Banda Alisai from Team Saudi Racing completes the second row in the pro class. So we have all the 4 pro class drivers in the first 2 rows. And yes, as I said, Harry Jones on pole position. And thanks everybody for watching. See you later.